Hi, for this lesson, we'll be making an area, perimeter, and volume. Area is the size of a square of a flat 2D shape. So it means that it counts the number of square units that can fit into that shape. We measure it in meters squared, square millimeters, square centimeters, or square kilometers. Perimeter is the total distance around any 2D closed shape. The perimeter can be measured in meters, centimeters, and kilometers. Let's take a look at the formulas we use to calculate different areas and perimeter. Let's start with these here. For our area, we'll have a length times breadth or a rectangle, and the perimeter is about adding this side to that side to that side to that side. So because these two are equal, we'll just say 2 times the length, and these two are equal, we'll say 2 times the width. For the parallelogram, the area would be the base from this point to that point and the perpendicular height h. For the perimeter, it's just about adding this side to that side to that side to that side, so we'll end up with that equation. Area of a triangle is always the base multiplied by the perpendicular height. And for the perimeter, we'll add this to that to that. For our trapezoid, the area is base 1 multiplied by base 2. Base 1 plus base 2 over 2 multiplied by the perpendicular height. In terms of the perimeter, we'll just add A to B1 to B2 to C. Let's look at others. We have here the circle. Circle is given, we know that from one side to the other, passing the center, will give us the diameter, and from the center to the circumference, it will give us the radius. The diameter is twice the radius. For our length around our circle, we call that a circumference, and it will be given by 2 pi r. For our area, we'll have pi r squared. Let's look at prisms of different shapes. We have your prisms here, where the volume is equals to the base times height. So the area of the base multiplied by the height. Whereas the surface, you would have to find the area of each and every surface here and add it to one another. The cylinder, we have our volume that says, again, base times height, where the base is a circle, and that's why we're using 2 pi r squared multiplied by the height. For this surface area, we would first calculate the area of the circle, and we would multiply it twice because we have that and that. For the middle part, we understand that that is a rectangle that has a length, that is the circumference, and has a height h. So we would say the area of this would be length times height, giving us that. So we'll add the area of the circle to the area of the rectangle. The area of the pyramid here, we would have to calculate the surface of each and every area here and add it all together. And in terms of our volume, it's always going to be base times height. This is our base. The base could be triangle, rectangle. We already know how to calculate the areas of that. And we will multiply with the perpendicular height. For our cone, the volume would say pi r squared multiplied by the height. And for our surface area, we will say the surface area around the cone again plus the surface area of the circle. The cone is repeating itself. For the sphere or aporosoid, we will get ellipsoid, we will get 4/3 pi r cubed, and for the surface area, we will get 4 pi r squared. Let's look at some more the examples. Example says the sides of a square are 12 meters. The sprinkler in the center of the field sprays a circular area with a diameter that corresponds. Let's take a look at this example that reads, the sides of a square field are 12 meters. A sprinkler in the center of the field sprays a circular area with a diameter that corresponds to the sides of the field. How much of the field is not reached by the sprinkler? So let's go ahead and imagine that we have a square that encloses a circle, right? And we will notice that the parts that are not reached by the square is this one. And to get the area of that, we would say the area of the square minus the area of the circle. The area of the square is given by side multiplied by side, and the area of the circle is pi r squared. So we will have 12 times 12 minus pi 6 squared. Why 6? Because the diameter of the circle is 12, therefore the radius will be half of that, which is 6 meters. Put that in the calculator and we'll get a 30.9 meters. This is to 1 decimal place, or a 31 meter to a whole number. Example is making a jewelry box of wood in the shape of a rectangular prism. The jewelry box will have a two-dimensional shown. She plans to spray paint the exterior of the box. How many square inches will she have to paint? So we want to know what is the surface area of this box. So we have, this case, we have a width that is 12 inches. We have a length that is 15 inches, and we have a height that is 6 inches. For that side and that side, the area would be our height multiplied by our width. For this side and that side, the area would be our height multiplied by our length. And for the bottom part and the top part there, our area would be then our width multiplied by that height length. So we have 2 times 12 times 6 plus 2 times 6 times 50 plus 2 times 12 times 15. Let us add that into the calculator. 2 times 12 times 6 plus 2 times 6 times 15 plus 2 times 12 times 50, giving us 684 inches squared.